You're surrounded here in the Celtic boardroom by all these momentous historical trophies and the history of the club. What does it mean to you to write a chapter into the modern entity that is Celtic?
It feels amazing, to contribute to make sure that the club wins more trophies and titles. It means a lot because that's why I came here, to help out as much as possible. So yeah, very happy and very proud.
What did it mean to you, just to once you had a chance to absorb it last night and get up this morning? What were your thoughts on it, and as you start to absorb it?
I still think it feels a bit surreal. Like I know that we won, but it just haven't really sink in yet. But yeah, I'm just very. Yesterday as well, like after the game and just being around the players, you can just watch and enjoy how happy they are, and it was just an amazing evening.
What's the feedback been from Sweden? Have you had people contacting you from back home to offer their congratulations?
Yeah, everybody from Sweden, from everyone around the world that I know has been. I've had some text message, if I say so. I still need to take my time to answer them.
Were your parents? Did you have anyone over for the game?
I had some familiar faces here. Yes.
They enjoy it, I would imagine.
Yeah, it was just really nice, and I had some former players here as well watching the game, and it was just a incredible moment to share with everybody around.
I saw one of the celebration videos that was doing the rounds on social media. Your Henrik Larsson talk. Can you talk us through that one?
I just remember that Joanna came and she just had a T-shirt and she said, "Boss, this is for you." And then when I saw it, I had it on, and then I took a lap with it on. So yeah, it was a good moment, and I still have it in the office. So that's something that I'm gonna put up on the wall.
You mentioned there about where the club goes next. Now, the first big challenge will be Champions League football. Last term, Celtic didn't manage to get through the qualification point, a fairly arduous challenge to get into the group stages. But is that your next big test?
Listen, when I came here, like I said, signed for a project that we want to take new steps, and we want to, improve as a team, as a club in the women's side, because our history is still so short compared to the men's. But I really believe that we have something special going on now, and we're not gonna be, happy with just like thinking that we're gonna, do great. We need to work hard to, keep the best team that we can, bring in the best players that we can, and then make something special about it, because now when we have the chance of competing in Europe, we want to take that chance and do the best out of it.
The club, over the last week, what's happened to this club between winning the title in the men's team, winning the first title for the women's team? It puts them in a hugely robust financial situation. Does that help you when it comes to investment in the women's side, and when it comes to your recruitment this summer?
I have a big trust in the board, a big trust in Christophe. I know that I have the support that I need, and together we're gonna do some great things.
I know you mentioned that Brendan had offered his congratulations last night. What about Peter Law and Michael Nicholson? I know they were here at the game too. What was their feedback last night?
Oh, we're just very happy, and it's nice that you can bring something like this to them as well, because they've been here a long time. But yeah, they were really happy, and just very happy for me, for the players, for the staff, and that was also nice to share that moment with them as well.
You came in halfway through a season, came in January. Do you feel as though this summer then will give you an opportunity to put your own stamp on this team? It will be your team rather than a team that you came in and inherited?
Yeah, but I also think that team, that I came to, I think we've put in a great team in that team. I remember when I came here, it was not like a really, it didn't feel like a big togetherness, but what we've done the last 4 or 5 months, I know like some of the people yesterday commented about, you know, how great the team is, you know, like just the feeling around. And that's something that we need to keep building on, because I think that makes, you know, everything else so special. But yeah, it's going to be nice to, you know, I put some of my, you know, demands and standards already. It needs to change a little bit in the foundation, if I say that, and put more of, you know, like details and stuff like that, because I haven't really had time to do it. So it's going to be amazing to start over and just look forward.
What have you learned about yourself these past 4 or 5 months?
It's a good question. You know, being young and a female, you know, it's not easy to you know, how to say, it's a Swedish word that I'm thinking about now that I need to translate to English. It's not that easy to prove yourself that you're good. I knew that I was a good coach. I know that I'm a good leader, a good person. But I think what I'm going to take with me is, you know, the being adaptable to the players that you have, but also, you know, cherish the moment of treating the players like persons, because that's something that I think, you know, I've grown close to the players by treating them as persons and making sure that they know that I care and I want the only best for them. And that's something that has been giving, for me, a big impact in the team, and that's something that I'm never going to stop doing.
You mentioned yesterday that this is only the beginning. What do you see as your plan now for Celtic?
It's about keep working hard like I do every day, making sure that the players do the same thing, because to share these moments, to win these trophies, that's what we want to do. So obviously it's about, you know, keep working hard, making sure that players develop, making sure that we win games and build something special and win more trophies.